Welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, my name is Lakeisha Slaughter and welcome. I was watching Painted by Spencer. He is this amazing makeup artist that I follow on Instagram, but he recently just started a YouTube channel. And I tell you, his work is amazing. So he recently did a video where he gave tips and tricks for women over 40. I was just completely blown away. Most of the products that he used in this video, I don't have. So I'll be using products that's similar to it.
Start with using this Rose Deep Hydration Toner from Fresh Beauty on our model Esty, and I'm applying this with a makeup wedge. This toner is sure enough to hydrate the skin.
So I'm going to go in with my Dickinson's Witch Hazel. This is one of my favorite toners.
I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Nude.
Now, he's using the Born This Way foundation, but I decided to use my Can't Stop, Won't Stop by NYX in the shade Chestnut. I normally apply my foundation on with a brush first and then go in with a beauty blender. So this is a little different routine for me.
Because I'm not going in with a heavy contour, I'm going to use something a little softer like the Soleil Tan de Chanel. With a dense brush, I begin working this product into the cheekbone area by placing it and then buffing it outwards. This Chanel bronzer is more of a cream to powder formula, if that makes sense, so you're not going to want to go in heavy with this. A little goes a long way, which is great because obviously as our skin matures, the more prone makeup is to settling into those fine lines, which is what we want to avoid. For concealer, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in shade Vanilla, and with a flat brush, I'm placing this directly underneath the eyes, the center of the forehead, down the center of the nose, cupid's bow, and chin. Of course, you can use less or more depending on your preference, along with where you place it, but this is pretty standard for my kind of application. I'm not trying to do anything crazy transformative with makeup, I just want to enhance the natural beauty of our model's features.
Cupid's bow and chin. And he's taking the under eye concealer up into the corner. I can say that bringing the concealer more up and out, I do feel that I do look more lifted. See how it came out? I normally don't go out all the way, but I think I like the way that looks.
Because I want the inner corner under eye to look super awake and bright, I'm using the Makeup Forever HD concealer in the shade Y21 to give us that pop of light. With this concealer, I'm only applying the smallest amount of it, so I apply it on the back of my hand, buff it out with a beauty blender, and then I use whatever I have left on that beauty blender to apply where I want that brightness. And you can really see the difference that made.
It definitely added some brightness. But I think I like it.
Now that I have that blended, I'm going to set it with the Makeup Forever HD Translucent Powder. With an eyeshadow brush, I'm softly tapping in this product on top of the concealer, and I'm not using a lot of powder, just enough to set the concealer and prevent it from creasing. With this CoverGirl lipstick in the shade Temptress Rose, I'm applying such a small amount to the back of my hand and then evenly coating my blush brush with it as you see here. Then I buff in the pigment into the cheeks, and that's how we get a beautiful cream blush with a lipstick. I love using lipsticks as blush. It can look so natural, and in my opinion, cream pigments last way longer than powder blushes. And then with the powder puff, I'm pressing in our Makeup Forever translucent powder into the areas of the skin that need to be set. Just like the concealer, you can tailor the amount of powder you use based on your skin type.
So he's back to using his translucent powder. So I think I'm just going to set with my Fenty.
To bronze, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish Powder in shade 3.
So for bronzer, I'm going to use my Prime Beauty Bronzer. And this is the color Chocolate Liddy. Okay. I think I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
To highlight the skin, I'm using the Beyond Liquid Highlighter from Illamasqua in the shade Days. With liquid highlighters, I prefer applying them with a beauty blender onto the cheeks.
Okay, so I finished both brows off camera.
For eyeshadow, I'm using the Amrezi palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm beginning with that taupey tan brown shade, placing that on the outer corner of the eye and blending it upwards into the crease. This eye look isn't going to require any crazy colors or anything like that. It's pretty easy, so as long as you have a good taupe and brown eyeshadow, you should be good to go. Then I'll bring that same shade down to the bottom lash line and smoke it out. While I do want this eye look to be settled enough to wear during the day, I still want it to have a little drama to it for the evening. So I'm dipping my brush into the deep chocolate brown shade in the palette and I'm buffing that into the bottom lash line. For the last eyeshadow, named Georgina in the palette, I'm placing this neutral metallic shade right in the center of the top lid.
So, since she has eyelash extensions, I'm going to apply my falsies and I'll be back.
With this Urban Decay lipstick in the shade Heartless, I'm filling in the center of the lips.
To do the new lip, I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty in the color Staycation.
The gloss I'll be using is by Buxom in the shade Dolly, and I'm gliding this on both the top and bottom lips.
So for gloss, I'm going in with my Beauty Bakery, and it is their Lip Whip in the color Holy Cannoli.
I'm using Huda Beauty's Glow Cocoa Hydrating Mist to set the face.